Guys, it's late at night. I'm just doing some recaps, doing some reading, and you know, Jose Aldo is demanding a rematch from Dana White. No, everybody's saying no, Aldo shouldn't get the rematch, but Aldo should get the rematch. You know, champions always get a rematch. Well, let's run down the list. Anderson Silva got the rematch, right? Remember that? George St. Pierre got the rematch, and Matt Serra rocked him real good. I mean, it's quite a few guys in history of UFC who's gotten rematches. Dana White decided that that the fight between Conor McGregor and Aldo, the rematch, that's not where the money is right now. I'm not buying that. The money's there. What I'm saying, what I'm seeing now is that Aldo needs the rematch as quickly as possible for two reasons. Reason, two reasons, and I'm gonna give them to you right now. Reason number one is that he'll make more money in the rematch, right? And he wants to avenge the loss. But reason number two, I believe, is the most important reason. He doesn't want to wind up like Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar has cleaned up the division, done everything right, worked hard. He's not, and all this time he's not been given a title shot. He has just been chasing after the belt and empty promises from Dana White and the UFC. Jose Aldo knows that if he doesn't get the rematch, they're gonna put him in just regular random fights, string him along, string him out, and have him chase the belt down like Frankie Edgar is after it. He doesn't want that. He wants to make sure that he gets his title shot where he can get his belt back. That's what he wants. And Aldo isn't stupid. He's smart. He's in chillax time because he knows that hey, if Connor loses, Connor's gonna have to come back down to defend the belt, defend the featherweight belt. You know, and the only two hot game in town right now is Aldo and Frankie Edgar. So Aldo's in a good spot. He can wait. He can chillax. He's in a good spot. If Connor wins against Dos Anjos, which is like the odds of that, I calculate to be he has like a 32% chance. That's my odds I'm giving. Odds makers say he's the favorite, but I give him a 32% chance because I said before in the UFC, if you go up against the champion and it goes to the cards, statistically, you have a 7 in 10 chance of losing. You can't leave it to the judges when you went up against the champ. You have to knock them out. Robbie Lawler, Condit, St. Pierre versus Johnny Hendricks. You saw how that worked out, right? Uh, George St. Pierre. No. I need to back up. John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson. You see how that worked out? That's what's going to happen if it goes to the card. The only way that the Conor McGregor is going to win is to get the knockout. So right now, Aldo knows, hey, he's in a good spot. He can chill and wait. He's got the money. He's got the time. No problem. But Frankie Edgar is the one who should be demanding the title shot. He's the one who should be real upset and demand the title shot. As a matter of fact, what's going to happen, I believe, is that Conor McGregor is going to lose. Not is he going to lose, he's going to get injured by Dos Anjos really bad. Then he's going to be have the interim belt in the featherweight division, and that's going to wind up being Aldo versus Frankie Edgar. And then Aldo's going to demand way, way more money. No. If It's like I said before. If Conor win by some miracle, he gets to come down and defend the belt. He's gonna have to defend that belt against Frankie Edgar or Conor McGregor, whichever one Dana White is quote unquote thinks is the money fight. So, in my opinion, the best thing that Aldo could ever do for himself is demand a title shot. Because he doesn't want to wind up like Frankie Edgar, chasing after the belt and empty promises from the UFC. They're famous for that. They promise a whole lot of stuff, but they won't give it to you. So I don't blame him. Make your demand, stand on the ground, and think about this. Right now, Conor McGregor is on top. But when he gets knocked down, when Desanya smash him up, and then he's injured, and there's nobody to fight, Dana White's gonna have to come back begging on his hands and knees to Aldo. And he's gonna have to pay him a boatload of money. And in my opinion, I really believe that Dana White wants to see Conor McGregor fail, even if it's making him more money, because he doesn't want to have to keep raising the bar in terms of what he's paying out. You know, he likes making money and big money. Yes, he likes that part of Conor McGregor, but the side where he has to fork over some cash, that's kind of like I don't want to have to pay up all the time. So Aldo, good for you. Just sit tight. This thing will play out, and you'll be good. I really, that's me. The way I'm thinking is gonna play out. I could be wrong, but let's see how it goes, guys. That's my 2 cents. Peace out.